Hello everybody, J.R. Fisher here on Friday, February 28, 2020, and I'm joined by Jessica. You want to say hello to everybody, Jessica?
Hey everybody, happy Friday.
So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Don't know where you're at. Do me a favor and post in the chat where you are from. What's going on? Tell me what's happening. Tell me what the time is there. Tell me what the temperature is. I know it's different all around the world. Kind of neat to share some of that stuff. So put your name in there. Now, we are live on my inner circle. If you signed up via email, there's a chat box there. It is private in that chat box, so nobody will see what you're typing except for us. We're also live on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, if you're on my YouTube channel, check it out there. And you will see another way you can do some chat there. You can't put any links or anything in there, but you can chat with us there. Jessica's going to be monitoring it. I've got my computer here, and I've got an iPad down here, which you can't see. And I'll try to answer anything I can. I'm not the best typist in the world by any stretch of the imagination, but I will do my best. So if I misspell, if I mess up, bear with me. So today, what are we going to talk about today? It's going to be a cool session today because we're going to talk about how to profit from coronavirus. Is that the right thing to do? We're going to talk about all that stuff in just a second. But I want to get you started on coronavirus because it is something that is in the news. Now, I will tell you that whatever is going on in the news is a good thing to use to market your products and services. But there are some distinct rules that you must play by. Things you should do, things you shouldn't do. I'm going to go over all those. And if you do these things, and I know we're doing them in our company, and we're literally generating thousands of dollars a day by doing some of these things. So if you do the same thing, guys, you can apply it to your business. So you don't have to be selling face mask or gas mask or anything like that to make money off coronavirus. We certainly don't sell those things. Maybe we should, but we don't. But I want to share with you what you should do, okay? So first off, before we get into this, I want to let you know if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, you need to do so. I am putting out 5 videos a week plus an inner circle training, so 6 videos a week to help you start, run, and grow your business. Now, guys, I looked the other day at my stats in my Magento site. We've just done millions and millions and millions of dollars of sales online. And the things I know and the things I learn, I share with you on my YouTube channel. So you'll want to go to bit.ly/YT-JRF, and you want to subscribe, turn on all notifications and all that stuff. And that way you're going to get this free training. I mean, that's pretty cool that you can get this training from somebody who's actually done it. I mean, I've actually done it. I've sold this stuff online and we've made money at it. So, if you're interested in, running your own business online, if you're interested in, running your own life, you'll want to go to YouTube and sign up for that. Now, if you're already on YouTube, you just go down there and click that subscribe button there and click the bell. Where's the bell? Bell notification. You click that too, okay? And that way you will get all the information. Now, I told you guys like 2 weeks ago that I had 2 trolls that were giving me a hard time on Google reviews. So I told you I wanted you to go to Google and give me some reviews. A lot of you have done that. I really appreciate that. I've gotten a lot of 5-star reviews. So if you want to get my book for free, How to Find Popular Products to Sell Online in 4 Simple Steps, all you've got to do is go give me a review. Sign into Google, okay? Search J.R. Fisher. You will find me there, okay? And then you want to give a review, preferably a 5-star. Obviously, I want good reviews. And then once you've done that, you want to email me and say, hey, JR, I reviewed you, and here's my name and so forth. I'll go there and check it. And as soon as I see that, I will give you my book for free. And I'm also sending out the audio version of that too, so you can get both of those. So that's a pretty cool deal. All I ask is that you give me a good review, okay? So check that out if you would. Now let's jump right into our subject here. I'm going to talk about the first things that you should not do when you're marketing for coronavirus. Now, coronavirus, it could be a hurricane, It could be Ebola. It could be anything that's going on in the world. Okay, these rules will apply. Okay, and you must abide by these rules, or it's going to come back and bite you, and you don't want that to happen. Okay, the first rule is don't spread fear. They should say don't spread fear. It says spread fear, but you should not spread fear. Well, I guess above it says what you should not do. Okay, what you should not do is spread fear. That's not what we're in the business of. Now, we own a survival food company. And in the survival food company, we sell survival food. And we never say things like, you're going to run out of food and the government's going to come take your food and you're going to starve and your family's going to starve. We never say those things. We haven't for 11 years. A lot of my competition does. A lot of my competition likes to scare people into buying their products. I'm not a believer in that. I'm just saying, hey, be prepared. If there are shortages, if trucks can't get to grocery stores, if you can't get out of your house or, you're quarantined or whatever, you should have some survival food. That's all there is to it. And by doing that, we get a lot of sales without trying to scare people. We're not here to scare them. So do not try to scare people, okay, if you're going to be marketing to one of these tragic type situations. Do not price gouge. Now, I will tell you, about a month ago, I had intended on upping my prices because I haven't upped them in 5 years, which is ridiculous. I should. And then when coronavirus came around and everybody started buying, that would have been an ideal time to up my prices, and I didn't do it. I just didn't do it because I didn't want people to think I was price gouging when I wasn't really. It's just, our costs go up over the years and you have to increase your prices. But I thought the timing was really bad. So I did not increase, and I could increase them right now and make a whole lot more money. But I don't think it's the time to do it. I think it's more the time to make sure people have survival food and they've got an emergency food supply. So now I've got to wait until this passes before I can actually increase my prices. So I'm going to miss out on a ton of profit. And I know that, but I just think it's the right thing to do. So don't price gouge, guys. Anytime you're marketing around anything, like there's a hurricane and people need chainsaws to cut down trees, I've seen stores like double the prices of chainsaws, and that's just wrong. It's the wrong thing to do. It's going to come back and bite you. Even though they buy from you, they're going to remember you did that to them, and on down the road, they're not going to buy from you anymore. So you're going to cut yourself. Bad situation. Okay. Don't exaggerate the danger or pain. And what I mean by that is, don't say it's worse than what it is. I don't like doing that. I think it really, it promotes fear. It's like the number one thing that you're spreading fear again. So do not exaggerate the danger or pain. Okay. I know people want to, they want to sell the product. They want to exaggerate. Do not do it. It's not the thing to do. Do not offer cures or unfulfilled promises. So if something's going on and, there's people out there now marketing sprays that will cure coronavirus, that will cure the bacteria that's on everything for coronavirus. And that's just not true. The government doesn't even know how it's spread. So you can't be selling stuff saying it's going to, protect these people and making these promises to people. And I'm talking about all the things you shouldn't do first. I'm going to talk about what you should do in just a second. But you can't do this, guys. And you will get in trouble, too, in a lot of cases. I mean, you could literally go to jail for stuff like that. So do not do that. And do not predict the outcome. Don't tell people, this coronavirus is going to be around for at least 2 years and you need to get your stuff now because it's not going to be here, 6 months from now. I don't know that. They may find a cure for coronavirus tomorrow. Okay. So don't predict outcomes. You're not an expert in any of these areas. And even if you are, you still don't do these things. Okay. Don't predict outcomes. Okay. So those are the things I would say, if you're thinking about marketing to a tragic situation, which I think coronavirus is pretty darn tragic, it is a bad situation. A lot of people have gotten sick. A lot of people have died. Don't do these things. Don't do these things. Okay. Be a reputable person. Be somebody that, actually is somebody that's respected, that they want to come back to you and get more information and buy more of your products after whatever disaster, whatever problem has happened. Now, it doesn't have to be a disaster or problem. I picked coronavirus because it's top of the news. It could be Tesla. Like I did a video not too long ago about, why you should or shouldn't buy a Tesla car. And it was really a marketing video. And it talked about Tesla marketing because I knew that was in the news and that got a lot of views because people were interested in Tesla. And I'm going to show you how to find out what trends are in just a second too. So don't get banned. Facebook is banning ads that promise to cure the coronavirus. I can't even believe that people tried to run ads like that, but they will not. And I've run into my problems with Facebook too. Okay. They're really weird about stuff. But don't get your account banned, guys. If you say the wrong thing on Facebook right now, they will ban you. Now I'm going to show you an ad in a second, and I've yet to figure out what's wrong with it. It got banned. Okay, it actually got banned. So let's look at this ad here. Is this ad okay? Let's check it out. And you can put in the comments if you think this ad is okay. So right over there in the comments on YouTube, right over there in the comments in the inner circle, go ahead and if you logged in, through the link and all that stuff and signed up, put your comments in there. Let's read it first. It's by Slonix. It says, coronavirus, are we prepared? Buy now the Slonix reusable face mask, and then it's got 2 links there. What do you think, guys think? Jessica, what do you think about that ad? Do you think that's kind of edgy? Do you think it's okay?
If it's not the N95 mask, then it doesn't work anyway.
Well, we don't know what does work, though.
Well, that's what the CDC says.
Well, the CDC doesn't even know because we got a lady that's reinfected already.
Yeah.
So,
I think it's scare tactics.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah. This ad, guys, if you guessed it got banned, it did. This ad got banned and shut down. And I look at it on the surface, I'm like, God, that doesn't even seem that bad. The only thing I can think of on here, gosh, no, I can't. I don't know why. I really don't know why. It seems pretty mild to me, but it got banned. So that's how strict they are about some of this stuff. If you think you're doing okay and you're not saying much and you're not going to frighten anybody, an ad like this can get banned. I mean, that's pretty amazing. Okay. Now, is it okay to profit from bad things? There's the question you got to ask yourself. Should we be profiting? Should Survivalcave food be making money? And I mean, well, lots of money. It's great today. It's great yesterday. But should I be making money from a bad situation? That's the question you got to ask yourself. And I got some examples for you, okay? A doctor versus an illness. When you get sick, okay, when you get a cold, when you get lung cancer, when you have heart problems, should a doctor profit off your illness? And the answer is yes, he should profit off your illness. Why? Because he is providing a service. She is providing a service to you. They're helping you out in your illness. They're providing, a solution to your problem. So the answer is yeah, doctors should. And a doctor is taking advantage of a bad thing, right? That's what they're doing essentially. What about roof repairs versus hurricanes? I remember when we lived on the East Coast, these hurricanes would come through and just destroy people's roofs, even if it didn't destroy their house, especially in Florida. And these bands of contractors from Ohio and Nebraska and Texas would all drive to Florida, and they would fix people's houses. They would fix the roofs. Now the question is, should they benefit from a hurricane that tore off people's roofs? Well, yeah, because once again, they are supplying the solution to the problem. These people need to have their roofs fixed. Just because there's a need there and it's a big need doesn't mean you shouldn't, make money off it. Now, I will tell you shouldn't price gouge. You shouldn't charge more than what you would normally be charging. And usually in cases like this, excuse me, let me get a drink here. Usually in cases like this, the insurance companies aren't going to let you do it. They're going to say, we're going to send an adjuster out and this is how much we're allowing to have your roof fixed. So you're not going to be able to do it. But people who don't have insurance, I know some contractors will charge 3 or 4 times what they normally charge. It's wrong. You can't do it, guys. Can't do that. But you can still make money off roof repairs. What about a dentist in a cavity? I had to go to the dentist the other day. God, I don't like doing that. I had to actually get a crown put on, and then the nerve was exposed, and then big long story. But the question is, should that dentist profit from the fact that I had a tooth that was hurting, I needed help? Yes. Yes, they should. So there's nothing wrong with profiting from coronavirus if you're providing a service. Now, our service that we provide is survival food. If things go wrong and excuse me, you can't get food, we sell survival food. So we help you out there. And what I want you to really understand in this training today is that whatever's out there, you can market to. Now, you may be saying, well, JR, I don't have survival food, and I don't have face mask, and I don't have any of the stuff that would help people in coronavirus. How in the heck am I going to profit off coronavirus? All right, well, let's pick another business real quick. Let's say that you teach people how to make money online. Okay, we have a business like that. How could I tie that into coronavirus? Well, I could say to the people, I could say, you know what? If you knew how to make money online, if you knew how to make money from your laptop, and coronavirus is out there, you could literally stay home and still earn a living, where other people have to get out there in the crowds and they're exposed to coronavirus. So buy my course, because you take my course and you can learn how to do this stuff. And when situations like this happen, you can still make money and not put yourself in harm's way. So once again, I took coronavirus and making money online, which are two very unrelated things. But you see how I made that connection there? Next thing, car repair shop versus car accident. If I get into a car accident and my car gets all smashed up and it wasn't my fault, should that car repair shop be able to make money off me? And the answer is yes. Once again, yes. They can do that because they're solving a problem for you. You got a crunched car, you need it fixed, they're solving a problem for you. So I know a lot of people, when they saw make money off coronavirus, they're all like, oh, that's wrong, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't. Yes, you should. The whole point in having a business is helping people who've got pain get out of pain. That's what you're supposed to be doing, okay? No matter what it is. Jessica has dog training courses, and the pain is their dog is barking all night long. If she can teach that dog to stop barking all night long, or teach the people how to handle the dog, which is what she really does, should she get paid for it? The answer is yes, because she solved a problem, okay? What about restaurants versus hunger? Oh my God, nobody should go hungry. Restaurants shouldn't charge us. It's stupid, isn't it? If you look at it that way, of course they should charge you. Of course they should charge you. If you're hungry and they've got food and you've got money, boom, that's how it works out. We're going to go out to lunch today at a really nice Italian place, and I'll take some pictures later on and share those with you guys. But that restaurant's going to charge us, I'm sure of it, before I even get there, because I saw a menu, they literally had prices on it. So it's okay, guys. You gotta back down off this thing about I can't make money off other people's pain. That's what business is. You make money off other people's pain, okay? Now, it could be mental pain, it could be physical pain, it could be financial pain, but that's what business is. The reason I started this whole thing with what you should not do first is those are all the things you should not do, but making money is okay. There's nothing wrong with it, okay? We're going to probably do thousands more dollars today in sales, and it's okay. Because I know that I'm helping people. I know that if some people get shut in and they can't get to the grocery store, that they're going to have food, because we can supply that to them. So, it's a good thing. Now, there it is, coronavirus versus survival food. Should I make money off coronavirus? Heck yeah, I should make money off coronavirus. I love it. I love it. I don't love that there's coronavirus out there. I don't love that anybody got sick. I don't love that anybody dies. But I do love helping people and maybe preventing them from getting coronavirus by keeping them home. They eat our survival food, okay? So there you go. Now, what do we do if we want to make money off anything that's a trend? And I'm going to show you how to look up trends first off. The first thing you need to do is identify the problems, okay? You got to identify the problems. So if we look at coronavirus right now, what are some of the problems? And I'll go through those on the next screen here. But the first thing we're going to do is anytime something's trending out there, we need to identify the problems that are circling it, okay? The next thing we need to do is go, what products do we have? What are the products we have to offer? Let's just look at all of our products. What do we got to offer? And they can be services, they can be physical products. And then the last thing is, how can my products help these people with these problems, okay? So ours is pretty obvious, and I'm going to go through each one of those. Here's our example, okay? The example is coronavirus. Oh, I love how that font came up. That was a cool font, wasn't it, Jessica? You probably can't see it yet. It's going to come up really cool. It's pretty cool stuff. So what's the trend today? Remember this one? Do you guys remember this trend right here? That was a silly one, right? If you remember that, put that in the chat box right there. Type in there if you know what that is. And I'm going to show you the trend of that in just a second. But put it in the chat box on YouTube, put in the chat box on my Inner Circle folks. Just put that in the chat box there if you remember what that thing is, because this lady is really playing it up right now. Just type in there if you know what it is. And you could possibly win a copy of my book. Yeah. Okay. So if you get this right, if you type what's right there, you could win a copy of my book. Okay. Now, not everybody. It's got to be the first people. Okay. So jump in there real quick and type in there what this is, and I will go ahead and reveal what this is right now. Jessica, you know what this is?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
It's a fidget spinner.
It's a fidget spinner. Most useless thing I think I've seen come out in my lifetime outside of Pet Rock. I remember a Pet Rock when I was a kid, and people were buying those at Spencer Gifts. And I was like, I saw this thing. I'm like, who's going to stand there and spin it around? And then I saw people actually doing it. I'm like, wow, people are actually doing it. This is the trend on Google Trends for fidget spinners. What do you think of that? I mean, that is pretty amazing. And that's over the past 5 years. So it looks like 17, maybe a year, a little bit past 17. 2017, it was popular, but man, was it popular. And what this is interest over time. It's the number of searches each day. But look at that. It's like it was there and then it was gone. Okay. So another thing I'll add to this is whatever the trend is, it can go away really, really fast. I mean, really, really fast. Okay. And what I did is I went to Google Trends, which you can do. You can go to Google Trends and, type in any term up there. And I've got some others I want to show you too. But look at this here. Coronavirus is driving sales of face masks. A game called Plague. Like, people want to play a game. I said, you don't have to play a game. Just walk outside. And an I Survived Coronavirus 2020 t-shirt. So look at this. All these products that were just sitting on the shelves. Well, maybe the coronavirus t-shirt wasn't. But, all these things that were just sitting around, primarily nobody was interested in. I love it. See the t-shirt there? I survived. And then they got the little, I guess, depiction of what the virus is. Coronavirus 2020. And I got news for you. You haven't survived yet. Not yet. Don't buy your t-shirt yet. You don't know. Hopefully everybody will survive and there won't be any more problems. But let me just do a live check here. I'm going to do a live check on my phone. And I'm going to tell you what the stats are on coronavirus right now. There's a site, guys, you can go to, and it's WooFlu, WUFLU. And Jessica, if you could put that in the comments too, WooFlu, WUFLU.live, and you can get all the stats on coronavirus. Right now, at this moment, at 11:20, okay, this is live update, okay, this was last updated 11:20, it's actually 11:22, and that's Pacific Standard Time. There were 83,683 cases confirmed of coronavirus, and there were 2,866 deaths, or 3.4%. Now, don't get confused by this, guys. Right now it's 3.4%, but that's going to go up because there's people that are still sick. Okay, that's just based on how many people got sick so far and how many people died so far. Now, hopefully everybody's going to recover, but probably not. All right, and let me look down a little bit further here on this graph, and it says here, oh my gosh, I think there's over 50 countries now that are affected. The U.S. has stayed steady the past couple days with 60 confirmed cases and 6 recoveries, which is not bad. But man, you can look at some place like South Korea. The other day they had like 20 or 30. Now they've got 2,337 cases. They got 13 deaths and they got 24 recovered. So these things are in the news, guys. And if you don't watch the news, you can miss out. Now, what I did is I put in here some interesting terms. I put in China, Wuhan, which is the city it originated from, coronavirus, and face mask. The yellowish one, which is coronavirus, look at that trend, guys. Look at that trend. This is over the past 7 days. I did this yesterday. That's over the past 7 days. And you can see the other things are starting to trend down there too, but not near as much. People are actually searching the virus itself. Okay. And if I look at this one here, this is over the past 90 days. Okay. So it looks like nobody had ever typed in coronavirus before. They had to make that word up. And then it dipped down at some point, but it's going way back up again. So there's a lot of interest in this. So I don't know what your product and service is, but I just showed you how you could actually market to people. If you're teaching people how to make money online, you could market coronavirus. Okay. So there's so many things, that you could do the same way and take your product. And I'm going to show you our product in a second. This here is survival food. I pulled this. This is over the past 30 days. Look at the increase in that, guys. People are like, I need survival food. Now, that's going to sell us a lot of survival food, and that's great. It's selling survival food, but we don't really want anybody ever sick. I mean, that's not what we want ever. That's not what you want. However, if, it's going on and you're allowed to make money, then it's okay, if you're helping people out. This here is survival food over the past 7 days. And you see it's been bouncing around a lot. And I'm pulling up my phone right now and I'm seeing orders. I don't know if you can see my phone. Let me just look here. There's an order. What was it? Another order right there. I'm steadily getting these orders, which is great, but I don't want coronavirus to last forever. I don't want that. I want everybody to have survival food in the world just because it's a good thing to have, right? I mean, if there's a hurricane, if there's a storm, if there's an earthquake, you don't want to depend on the government, okay? And by the way, if you want to get some survival food, Jessica, you would have put a link to Survivalcave food in there. So folks, you could get some. Go over there and grab it. It's great stuff, and my prices have not gone up yet. So that's a good thing. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to break it down with let's say our products, and and I'm going to show you that system I just taught you, which is problem, product, does it help? Okay, so the first problem is lack of supply of food. Could that happen? Well, most certainly that could happen. If there's quarantines, trucks can't get in, they can't move food to the grocery store, or if you're quarantined and you can't get out, that's a lack of supply. Okay, what's the product I have? I have survival food. Does it help? What does it help with? Yes, you'll have your own supply. You don't have to worry about it. Okay, so this is really, really simple stuff. Jessica, did you just text me something? I saw a text.
Yeah, I'll tell you about it in a minute.
Okay.
Then you gotta check Q&A.
Okay. She's over there working, man. She's on it today. Safe food. Okay, that's another thing. Is the food supply safe? I don't know if I'm getting it from the government. I don't know if the Red Cross is handing me a box. I don't know what's in it. Okay, so we have survival food. Okay, this is the only product we have, so I don't have a lot of searching to do here. And it's quality USA products. Okay, my products are made in the USA. The cans are, the meats are, it's packaged here, and it's a safe food. A lot of people worry about foods coming from China or other countries, being tainted. So when they buy my survival food, it's a good product. And there are people out there that sell survival foods that come from China. We don't do that. And we get a lot of calls in situations like this. They're like, where do you make your foods? Is it USA made? Next one is, the problem is you could have an exposure to the coronavirus. In other words, if you got to go out to the grocery store and you're with hordes of people at Walmart, you're exposed, okay? But we've got a product called survival food, okay? And does it help? Yeah, you got to stay at home. You don't have to be around people, okay? So you can see I'm showing you all these little things that go through people's minds. The next one is maybe you don't have enough gas to go to the store. Maybe gas trucks couldn't get in because there's quarantines and people can't get in and out of cities. I know in Wuhan the city's shut down, so there probably is no fuel there. We've got survival food. You could have it delivered to your house, okay, which is pretty cool. And get it now, have it. Our foods last like 12 to 25 years depending on the food. So you've got it. You don't have to worry about it for years and years and years, which is a pretty cool thing. Lack of public transportation. Maybe you don't have a car. Maybe you live in the city, and maybe the subways get shut down because there's quarantines, and people can't get out. We've got survival food, and there's no need to travel. Okay, you'll have it at your house. You have to go out and get it. It's not going to go bad, which is another thing I didn't put up. That's a good problem right there. Is regular food goes bad, and our survival food does not go bad. Okay. Now, how do we run our business? How do we do all this stuff, guys? We do it on a program called Kartra, and I want to share that with you today. And I'm also going to take some questions and answers. I'm not going to take answers, am I? Yeah, I may take answers. Anyhow, I'm going to take some questions from you guys shortly about all this before we run off to lunch. I really appreciate you guys showing up and being part of this, though. It really does help a lot. Kartra is what we use to build out all of our funnels, all of our sales pages, our memberships, sell our products. I highly recommend it. If you go to bit.ly/Kartra-uppercase-JR, you can watch a free video on Kartra. And if you're interested in getting Kartra, that is our affiliate link, but you can get it for $1 trial and check it out. So I highly recommend it if you're trying to run a business online. Kartra is the deal, man. We do our memberships, our sales funnels, we send emails. Everything we do is through Kartra. Now, what do you get? Okay, this is an inner circle call, and a lot of you guys are a member of the inner circle. Some of you got invited. Maybe you stumbled on this video. I have an inner circle. It's pretty cool, guys. If you're trying to start, run, and grow your online business, I've been doing this for 11 years now. Okay, 11 years, and you're going to get access to my current courses, which there are a bunch of them. I have courses on Facebook ads. I have courses on drop shipping. I have courses, on how to run your business. Tons of courses. Okay, you get access to all of them. And when you join my inner circle, you get access to all those courses, okay? I also have a private Facebook group. You can get access to that private Facebook group. I also have bi-weekly coaching calls, which is a lie because I've been doing them every single week instead of bi-weekly. But initially I was going to do them bi-weekly, and I do them every single week now. And then yearly or more mastermind in San Diego. In addition to that, the relationships you build with all these people, okay? You're going to have like-minded people all around you that can help you out, okay? That are running their business online too. And then you got that networking thing going on. Maybe you could do business with one of these other people. Maybe they could do business with you. You never know. And then you get insight into high-level masterminds, because I go to masterminds myself and I bring that information back so that you guys can use that information, and you don't have to pay 20, 30 grand a year to get the information in these masterminds. I bring it back and I share it with you. So if you join something like our Inner Circle, and the way you do it, guys, is bottom left of the screen there. It's jrinnercircle.com/enroll. If you go there, you can watch a video. You can see what my mastermind, what my Inner Circle is all about, and get more information on it. And this is my iceberg here. I've been showing this the past couple weeks. I'm going to change it out soon, but I like it because it shows all the stuff you go through: the dedication, the hard work, good habits, disappointment, sacrifice, failure, resistance. Okay? Success is an iceberg, and most of it is failure. Most of success is failure. I mean, that's literally what it is. Most things you do, you're gonna fail at. Now, you can skip over a lot of these failures by getting some of my training, because I already failed at them. I can say, no, don't do this. It doesn't work. Don't do this. It doesn't work. I've tried a lot of things that have not worked out, but I found a few that do. And that's enough to run a successful business, is knowing those things. And the way you can go about this is you can go out and do all those things. You can go out and fail, and you could lose money. You can get frustrated, go through all that, or you can just learn from somebody who's already been through it. That's the Inner Circle. That's what the Inner Circle is all about. Okay? So you would get Webcash Academy, which is a really cool course. Webcash Academy is actually me teaching live businesses. In other words, they came into a classroom setting. I'm teaching them. Ecom Road, which is a really cool walkthrough on how to set up a Shopify store and integrate it with AliExpress, if that's what you want to do. And yes, I know Chinese shipping right now is a little interrupted, okay? But life will go on, so you might as well get started with it now. Also, the email earning system, so you know how to email people. Also, the Digital Cash Academy, which is going to take you from, I don't know anything about selling online, through every single step. I mean, that's a real robust course. Has a couple pieces, excuse me, of software in it. Those are the softwares that go with Facebook Ads University. You're going to get all those softwares, so you're also going to get Facebook Ads University and these coaching calls. You will have access to these coaching calls, so you get a lot. As a matter of fact, the value is $46,382, and you get it all for free. All you got to do is pay a small fee and join the Inner Circle and get access to all this stuff. It's all sold. I've sold all these courses. Okay? Yay, we're at the end. Hey, but now we're going to take a few questions. I know Jessica's got a couple over there. She actually told me she had something going on over there. But you got the community, guys, all these different people, okay? Now, when you join the Inner Circle, you may be thinking, well, what can I submit? What can I get help with? You can get help with your ads, landing pages, sales pages, websites, the products you're trying to figure out, your pricing, your funnels, your emails, subject lines, headlines, whatever you need help with, any ideas, frustrations, your failures, successes, all of that stuff you can share with us, and we'll help you out and help you grow your business, okay? And it beats doing it alone, right? You got somebody to talk to. Don't do it alone. You can also submit this information. That's a little screen capture of a couple of those. I got to change that out, Jessica, for the new one. But basically, you can enter in all that information, send it over to me, and we can actually talk about it on one of these live coaching calls. I can actually do that with you too. Okay. Once again, there's Kartra, guys. Check out Kartra. Kartra will make running your business so much easier. You can get a $1 trial there. Just go to bit.ly/Kartra-JR, uppercase JR, gotta be uppercase, and you can actually get that program. It's really cool. And don't forget, if we work together, if you like my training, go to Google and give me a good review. I would really appreciate that. All you got to do is what? You just sign into Google, you search my name, you give a review, preferably 5-star, okay? Email me and let me know, and then boom, I'm going to give you my book that we've sold thousands of copies of, How to Find Popular Products to Sell Online in 4 Simple Steps. So you can actually get that book, and I'll also toss in the audio version of it, so you'll get all that, which is pretty cool stuff. So, questions. And I'm going to retire Ellen DeGeneres here probably in another week. Jessica, I think I'm tired of seeing her there.
Are you?
Yeah, do you like her?
Yeah, I like it better than Shaq, I think.
Shaq. I had Shaq up there for a while too, guys. All right, so do me a favor. Post your questions. If you're on YouTube, just post it in the chat there. This is all live, so I can answer you live. And if you're on my inner circle and you've signed up via link, you should have a chat window in there in Webinar Jam, and you can put your chat questions in there. Nobody's going to see them on Webinar Jam. They're all private because you're inner circle people. Okay, and on YouTube, other people will see them. Can't stop that. Jessica, do you got anything to start me off?
Yeah, everybody is super interested in coronavirus.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. What do you know? I wonder why.
I am too, by the way.
Yeah, I'm super interested in staying healthy. So yeah.
Yeah, because you said, I think you said it's a 3.4% mortality rate right now, and
Which means nothing. Yeah.
Christine said wasn't it 2% yesterday, so that's a almost 100. I mean that's like 75% increase, isn't it?
Wow. You know, I didn't think about that. I didn't look at that.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, you know, the thing is, when we had, what was it? What was the last one we had? SARS, and they during the whole thing it was 3%. But what people didn't see was months later, after everybody healed and died and all that, it went up to 9%. Okay, so the real mortality rate was 9%. So I don't know that coronavirus isn't going to be 20%. You know, not trying to scare you or anything like that. I'm just saying we don't know what it is. You know.
Well, yeah, because there's that tens of thousands of people still sick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what I texted you, Richard actually sent in. It's a good. He said it's good for coronavirus stats, and it's from Johns Hopkins, so it might be.
I think it is delayed though, and I'll tell you why. It says 78,824 mainland China. Let me see. Let me go to the one I have. If anybody can remember that number. Where's the one I had here?
78,824 in mainland China. That's the one you're looking at?
Yeah. But I was trying to see, I have another site that I go to. Oh, okay, so maybe it is accurate because mine's showing 78. What is this one showing here?
Well, it shows at the bottom.
78,825.
Yeah, it shows at the bottom. It was updated at 8:23 this morning.
Okay, so that's pretty accurate. And there's a bunch of sites out there. I just go to this one I found, which is wooflu.live, and that's pretty good. So what other questions you got over there, Jessica?
All right, let's see here. Okay, so Steph says, what do you suggest selling as physical products outside of survival food?
Anything that would help people. I mean, I think any supplies now where, if somebody's shut in, they're going to need flashlights, they're going to need candles, they're going to need batteries, they're going to need maybe not warm clothing, we're going into the summertime right now, good shoes, if they have to walk, I mean, there's just anything that you would need in case of any emergency, whether it's a hurricane or whatever, because it's all pretty much the same. The only thing level that's added to coronavirus is you want to, protect yourself from catching something. In a normal situation like a hurricane, earthquake, that type of thing, you have to have survival products. But what I would suggest you doing if you want to do that is just Google, survival list, and see what the things are recommended. Of course, water would be a great thing. You can't really sell water. I mean, we used to try to do that. That doesn't work. Sold cans of water. That was not a good thing. But stuff like that, just stuff that would protect people. I don't think you can even get surgical masks now. I think they're just totally out of all those. That's, a tough thing. But, maybe you could even put together a course on how to protect your family. You could sell a course. Maybe you could have a $7 course, $19 course. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. You can take advantage of that. And I don't mean take advantage in as much as taking advantage of people. I'm saying help people.
Yeah, and if you don't mind,
Mm-hmm.
I try to be very conscious about sustainable products, and I've noticed that if you are preparing for emergencies, sustainable products are going to be kind of your best bet anyway. Like, you don't want to, for instance with hygiene products, wouldn't you rather have something that you can wash and reuse versus having 20 boxes of something that's a one-time use? So that's something to think about too, I think.
Yeah, that's true. Definitely true.
All right, you ready for another one?
Yeah, hit me.
Richard says, since I travel a lot, I am am hyper vigilant about my safety. I'm thinking about creating a new book about surviving the coronavirus by following lots of my safety tips. What would be the best way to get or to set everything up to make money on this, and or using upsells along the way, including Survival Food as a possible affiliate link?
I think that's a really good idea, and you can, we can certainly, we drop ship probably 95% of our products to retailers. And the reason I'm looking over here, guys, if you're on cameras, Jessica's over here, I'm trying to look at her, but let me look up camera. I highly recommend Kartra. You can put your course in there. And there's a lot of things you can do with courses. I did a video the other day, and it'll be on YouTube probably 2 months from now because I have so many videos that I've already pre-done. But the best way to market something is to give people a sample. Now, when we used to go to gun shows, we would literally stand there and we would heat up some meat in a crock pot, and we'd give somebody a sample, let them try it, and then tell them it was survival food, because otherwise they wouldn't want to try it. But the point was, when they tasted it and it was really, really good, they bought it. So if you're going to do a course, and let's say you've got 30 modules, I would say give away 1 or 2 modules right off the bat. Say, here's free access to my course. If you like it, here's what it costs to continue on, and the beginning modules are usually general. They're ones that, they tell you how to set things up, but give people a piece of what you got. If you've got a book, give them the first chapter or two, free. First chapter or two of this particular book. That's something you can do for your book too, Jessica. I was thinking about that the other day because I did a video on it. Just offer it free. And then, once they get to that stage, they want the rest of the chapters, charge them for the book. Okay. Now, your product has to be good. Okay. Your product has to be good. And that's the one thing sometimes I'll hear people say, is, well, I don't know if they'll buy it. Well, then you don't have a good product. Okay. It's like saying, I don't want them to taste my food, because if they do, they'll never buy this stuff. So don't do that, guys. But give them a sample of what you got. What else you got over there, Jessica? We've probably got time for a question or two more.
Yeah, one more. What's the best way to find wholesalers to drop ship that's not AliExpress?
The question is, what's the best way to find drop shippers that's not AliExpress? The best way to do that really is to look online at products that are selling and follow the flow. And what I mean by that is, if you see a product that's on 4 or 5 different sites, you probably know it's being drop shipped. Okay. And then just contact that company and say, hey, I want to drop ship your product. When you go to our site, way at the bottom, it has dealer inquiries. So if you go to Survivalcave Food right now, you go down to the bottom, it'll say dealer inquiries, and you can click down there and you will see what you have to go through to actually sell Survivalcave food. And we're getting a lot of dealer inquiries right now. But the thing is, those people who are drop shipping from China right now are essentially out of business. Okay. I mean, they can't do it. Not forever, but temporarily they're out of business, So now would be a really good time to find some people in the US to fall back on. Okay. And we have several businesses here. I have courses. I have several different courses. So I've got different courses I can sell. I've got different things I can fall back on. I do coaching. I can fall back on that. I have survival food. Right now, survival food's great, but I don't always have a coronavirus, so sometimes it's okay. Jessica's got dog training. So we have a whole bunch of different things. So don't think of your business as a single product. Think of it as a multifaceted thing. Think of it as several things that you can make money on. We have memberships that, are $27 a month. And then I have, software programs that are $997 and all these different price points, because you got different, portions of the population that can afford different things and want different things. Okay. But added together, they pay our bills. Are they paying our bills, Jessica? I think they are. So far, for the past 10 years or so, they've paid our bills. So that's a good thing. But I think it's an excellent time to find drop shippers. Don't go to any site that says, we are, what do they call themselves? Where they actually can contact all the manufacturers and they, charge you a fee to sell their drop ship products. Don't do that. Go direct to manufacturers. We're the manufacturer for Survivalcave Food. You go direct to us. Don't go through any second parties, because then you got another level that you got to pay for there, and there goes your profits. It's just gone. All right, guys, I really appreciate everybody showing up today. All you guys on YouTube, I really appreciate you being here. All you people on the webinar jam, my inner circle, I appreciate you being there. Check out my inner circle. It's still not showing up on the screen the way I want It should be jrinnercircle.com/enroll. You could put that in the chat section, Jessica, and just put the word dot. Oh, it's Richard Senta. What's up, Richard? Doesn't let you do that either. Okay. Richard, where in the world are you? My goodness, I see you a little bit online. We had lunch not too long ago here at San Diego. Richard's all over the world. And that's the cool thing, guys. He could go all over the world because he works online. I work online, when he's in town, we can just meet up because we don't have anybody telling us what to do. Awesome stuff. Okay. So good seeing you, Richard. Glad you're out there. Glad you're safe. You're doing well. Okay, well, you did the wooflu.live on there. You put that in there, Jessica.
Yeah, because it's .live, but if it's .com, it catches it and won't let
No.
it
You could put .com. You could con it. You could do that. Yeah, and everybody knows where it's at. No big deal. Okay, guys, I really appreciate you being here. Just came back from Mexico, he says, in a few weeks, headed to Cozumel. Man, you live the life, dude. You really do. So anyhow, guys, I really appreciate you being here. Appreciate you showing up. And I will see you next time. I got to try to turn off all these things I got going on. I've got OBS. I've got Webinar Jam. I've got YouTube. So I got all these things I got to close down. So wish me luck in doing that. You guys have a great day. We're off to lunch. If you're my friend on Facebook, check out Facebook. We're going to be posting some pictures there of where we're eating. It's always fun to do that. And I will see you guys real soon.